YouTubers, Mike Martin's here with the Mike Martin channel. Thanks for joining me, being part of the channel, liking, subscribing, and sharing. So, Amerifornia, it's a reality. It's happening. Now, Canadian news is commenting on the transformation going forward in America. With your new president-elect, Amerifornia now is no longer a dream, but a reality. U.S. real estate is back at the top of lists for Asia buyers. No, Chinese buyers. Canada the fourth. So Canada's dropping now with the new president-elect. A nice, good liberal leadership is going to put America with Australia, New Zealand, the UK, and Canada with the mass world liberal leadership. U.S. real estate is once again at the top for Asian buyers. According to China's largest foreign property portal, Jiawei crunched the numbers of the top destination Asia buyers in its annual report. The U.S. claimed the number one spot in 2020 after falling behind countries like Thailand in prior years. Canada managed to hold its fourth spot for the second year, with the bulk of buyers looking at just two cities. So you guys know we covered here, money laundering is a big deal in Canada, and that's become a huge driving force of our real estate market. Shadow flipping has been a big deal here in Canada, and so has shadow lending has been a big deal, and so has the money laundering through casinos. In Canada, we got $200 billion laundered through Canadian real estate. But people will look at it and say, $200 billion, Mike, oh, so what? Yeah, Canada has 35 million people, or 32, or whatever. Everyone's leaving. So housing is just out of reach for the typical Canadian, Australian, the whole all English-speaking countries. Now, Amerifornia is coming. Second homes and FOMO driving overseas buyers. So I don't think it's, second homes, yes. FOMO? It's just people trying to get their money out of China. That's all it is. There's capital flows out of China. So here it is. So there it is right there. Top 10 countries for Asian buyers. In 2020, right here, United States of America. In 2019, it was Thailand because the administration in America. So Thailand took a big punch in the gut when it came to property prices skyrocketing from Chinese investors. Then Australia still remains second. And Australia is rolling out the whole social credit score up in Darwin. They're rolling out the 5G, the cameras everywhere. A lot of countries are doing that secretively, but Australia is kind of like open-endedly telling people. So it's what's happening there. So now Thailand's dropped to number 3. Canada's still under number 4. It was a number, and it was USA was basically they switched here. So Canada switched with the USA from 2019, so there's Canada right there. Malaysia, then Canada was in 2019. So, and then you keep going back. So it's getting hit. France was is up there too, and France is the top 10 right now. And New Zealand is still there. Switched with Vietnam, and Singapore, Japan is up there too. So these are the top countries for Asian Chinese buyers. Let's get this right. So there it is. So now, top 10 United States locations inquired by Asian buyers. Seattle, number 1! So here's a article I did way back in the day. Seattle housing market in trouble. That was on November 12th, 2017. Foreign buyers overlooking Vancouver heading to Seattle in frantic pace. Yes. And they dubbed, there's a couple of articles you can look up, Seattle's the new Vancouver when it comes to Chinese investing. And that is what's happening. So they're going to blame the tech workers. They're going to blame everybody. No, it's not. It's money laundering, dirty money. It's people leaving. So Seattle obviously is a red state, blue state. And all the states that are blue are in this money laundering fiasco that they've been dealing with the last 5, 6, 7 years. While the red states remain strong and conservative, and we don't want, trying to be more, you know what I'm saying? So there it is. Los Angeles, so number 2, still the same thing. Orlando's picking up. Now, why is Orlando picking up? Well, it has to do with a lot of people leaving New York and Pennsylvania and Massachusetts. They're moving to Orlando and Orlando area. Irving and New York here again. Sorry, New York. That's foreign investors, the empty towers all over New York. Boston, Houston, San Jose, San Francisco, Dallas. Now, Dallas we need to kind of discuss because Dallas is obviously Amerifornia territory. So is Atlanta, but Atlanta left the list here. So it was from 2019. San Jose, Irving, Boston, San Francisco, New York, Houston. Houston's up here too. Right? So Orlando is still in its same position. So is Seattle and Los Angeles. These are the pressure cookers right now. Seattle, Los Angeles, and Orlando are the major pressure cookers for the United States, driving up the prices, the benchmark prices across the board, driving up the composite prices and driving up the condo prices. So it's those three major cities there in Amerifornia. It's going to happen, guys. I'm really sorry. So anyways, top 10 Canada locations acquired by Asian buyers. Toronto's number 1 because of the 2017 Vancouver put on the foreign buyers tax. Vancouver, Montreal, Ottawa, Halifax, Waterloo, Calgary, London, Hamilton, and Victoria. So here it is. Canada wants more Chinese students and tourists and immigration minister. While they're deporting other European families from Canada, they are bringing in more and more wealthy Chinese. 500,000 per year. This article's a couple of years old, and it's the biggest market in the world, and they spend a lot of money, and they buy our real estate. So that's what's happening. And if we type in Canada would be in a recession, and when your GDP is 85%, if your GDP is 85% housing, you're in a major issue. Canada would be in a recession without money laundering. And there's several articles that tie to this with graphs, numbers, actual statistics. So I kind of wanted to broken down, and this is going to happen in America. America's going to sell off to the highest bidders. America now has joined the club with Canada, United States has joined the club with Canada, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. Guys, share this video, get this out there, especially if you have friends down in the States. Nobody really watches this channel. I'm struggling to get over 400 views on a video. Other bigger channels pick this up like vultures and run with it and become the heroes. But we've been talking about this for many years here. Thanks for watching. God bless.